I want to give a shout out to our friends Gene and Dee. They're following us on this adventure. We spoke to them yesterday and they really enjoyed what we're doing and they like the videos. So we want to say thanks, Gene and Dee. We love you and we will see you in a few months. So we think this is the Blackfeet Indian Reservation out to the right. There is a memorial to the Blackfeet tribe, and we saw several placards here. And the Blackfeet Reservation, their territory was really dramatically cut in size. There's going to be a placard that shows that in just a moment. Coming up is a placard that shows their territory originally, and it's in blue, the big blue area. And the current territory they have is in pink. The territory was greatly reduced in size coming back from Canada down to the U.S. into that small pink area. Notice on the right-hand side, it's an actual map of today where the reservation is existing right outside of East Glacier. The components of the teepees and their meaning are explained on the placard as well. I'm Mike.
I'm Leanne.
I'm Dawn.
And I'm Glenn.
And we are
The
Four Nomads.
On our way to a trip of a lifetime. We're headed to Alaska. Follow
Alaska
us.
or bust.
Watch us. We'll try to put up some videos as we go. But at 2 Medicine, and it was very windy and cold. General store is closed, and as I mentioned before, maybe I haven't mentioned this, but the East Glacier is not open at the moment and far behind the West Glacier. Just showing the difference in the mountain structure. This is more rocky, less trees, and we are at the 2 Medicine Lake and trailhead. We left 2 Medicine and headed in the direction of St. Mary's. Leanne spotted a moose. Here's a couple of photos. On going to the Sun Road, we saw all kinds of different mountain structures and just majestic. Just different than West Glacier, but we still enjoy it. On East Glacier, going to the Sun Road. What was it, 13 and a half miles?
13 and a half miles from the entrance. We're as far as we can go.
And the scenery is different on this side. It's the hills are barren. There's more, what'd you say, prairie land or open lands for sure.
More snow.
More so, a lot more
Colder.
snow. Higher elevations.
And all the mountains are rock.
What did you say, we got over 6,000 feet?
6,000 feet at one point, yes.
Yeah, so here we are. So we are at the end of the sun, going to the Sun Road as far as we can go. And we'll make our way back out. Take some videos on our way out.
Stop at all the stops and look at the scenery we can see on our way out.
All righty, looks good.
And
Talk to you later.
We're exhausted.
This placard shows the Going to the Sun Road. And on the west side, West Glacier, you go there, the entrance, and you have Apgar Village, Lake McDonald Lodge, and Avalanche Creek. We took e-bikes to Avalanche Creek and went to the loop. So that was as far as we could go on the West Glacier side. On the East Glacier side, we came in at St. Mary's, and we made it up to Jackson Glacier. And that was 13 and a half miles. So we only missed the Logan Pass as far as going the full length of going to the Sun Road, which was quite an accomplishment for us. We're really proud of that. This is Jackson Glacier, and it's shrunk in size, and it right now is covered in snow. but all the glaciers around the world are shrinking in size. Here's the placard for Jackson Glacier showing the details and the size of it. At the Jackson Glacier overlook, there's a tunnel, one of two on going to the Sun Road, and it was specifically built during the construction of the railroad, and guides and things were hunting and just carrying people around so the horses could get onto the road. This is Virginia Falls, and we make a hike up to this fall, and it's about 2 miles, a little over 2 miles up there. We are at the Virginia Falls and St. Mary's Falls trailhead, and we're getting ready for our hike. As you can see, up to Virginia Falls is 2.8 miles one way. And here's the crew headed on down the mountain, and we're coming up on St. Mary's Falls here. And that is just amazing, the power that comes through from that waterfall. And, well, we stopped and we took a few pictures, as you could imagine. And really spectacular. I use that word a lot, but it is unusually bold. I'm going to leave the next few minutes of footage and not give any voiceover here. I just think it's nice to watch, see the sights, listen to a little bit of the music, and just take it in. And for what it's worth, it meant a lot to us. We certainly enjoyed ourselves, and we would highly recommend it to anybody that's interested in coming to this area and even doing some hiking. We finally reached the area of Virginia Falls, the viewing platform, and man, was that water pouring down off of the side of the mountain, and it was just spraying on us, and we were getting wet, and it was cold. It was probably 20 degrees colder up there with the water blowing on you than it was before we got up there, right before we walked across that little boardwalk. Anyway, powerful water, just beautiful scene, and just one of those things that, well, you don't experience very often in your lifetime. And it was surely a pleasure. We enjoyed it. We really had a good time doing it, and it was worth the hike. I lost the audio while Leanne and I were up there under the fall, and you can see how the wind and the water, the force of that is just blowing her hair around. There's a trail coming back up the hill.
We're tired.
Yeah.
We made it all the way up.
Finished our hike, headed back to West Glacier. All total, I registered 4.8 miles. On Highway 2, you cross the Continental Divide. The elevation is 5,216. And then what happens at the Continental Divide is the water starts flowing to the west as opposed to the east.